Absolutely. Hey, Janelle.
Hi.
Range when it comes to the ladies. What
This message is for the single ladies who you're dating this new guy.
Hey, what's up, people?
What
You don't care about anything that doesn't benefit.
Are you exhausted?
This woman is fucking nuts. This woman is nuts.
Yeah. Hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. The more people like, the more people are coming here. If y'all want me to stay on 2 hours, I'm looking to meet a $15 live stream goal. Cash App and PayPal pinned to the top of the chat. Or you could do super chat, super sticker. That's the dollar symbol on the right of the chat box. Whatever you can give is greatly appreciated. $5 makes you the live stream sponsor, king or queen of the stream. Everybody go, if you're new to this channel, go ahead and join my short form content channel. Well, 8, 9, 10-minute videos. It's called Dating Dysfunctions. Let me put the link in the chat. But other than that, we're going to get into it. What up, Divine Photos? Divine Photos says, RB, the content creator, Fatty triggered. Wait, what? Content creator, Fatty triggered this woman and she went off acting like a child on the panel. Well, we could check that out. Drop a link. Nobody wants to be here.
So you said you don't have any female friends. Do you have couple friends? Like, do you and your lady go out with other people and their other guys and their ladies?
Yeah, we go out with family. Like all my brothers, I got 2 brothers, both of them married.
Right.
You know, I'm like the only person that don't got the ring, so to speak.
Which I still don't understand why. I still can't hear why. Other than you like your dynamic. Can I ask a follow-up question on that?
Please.
Does Jasmine want to be married?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if she wants to be married. That's not a reason to get married. If you don't want to get married as a man, don't get married as a man. Just trying to please the woman just so she can say she married, that's not a good enough reason to get married. She don't got to be here. If she want to get married, she could drop me, the millionaire, and go try to wing it out in the streets in 2026. I don't think she want to do that. She hit the jackpot. The hell with that certificate. Flat out. See, we live in a world that prioritizes women's feelings over everything else, even having a functional society. So that's the push. Why don't you do the right thing and just marry her? Why? Because she want to get married. And women feeling pleased and happy all the time is worth the world ending over. Whatever. Let's get back into it.
Does Jasmine want to be married?
I don't know.
You had never asked her?
Every woman wants to be married.
I agree.
For sure.
And she's already, y'all have probably already been through so much.
Yeah.
And you have children already. And she's working with the dynamic too. If this is your
Yes, I'm pretty sure she does want to get married.
Let's women be so pressed about pressing a man about not marrying a particular woman he been with for years or got kids with. That's their business. I mean, I get it. He came on the show. He knows they're going to talk about it. But especially when it's women who not married themselves. But well, actually, Sarah is married now. Um, yeah, I'm just remembering when Sierra pulled up on Jim Jones talking about why don't you and Chrissy get married? Man, they've been together for like 20 years, and you worried about coming up to him, in 2024, whatever year that was, talking about why don't you just marry her? You been with her this long, like they not getting married. But then again, he opened himself up to public opinion when he put his relationship on TV. But still, you need to worry about respecting your husband, Sierra, and not popping your pussy on the internet when you're supposed to be a Christian mother of four.
if this is your
Yes, I'm pretty sure she does want to get married.
and you don't want to do that for her quite yet?
It's not even.
It's not about for her. Like I have my own autonomy as well. Like I have my wants and needs and things too. It's not about doing that for her. It's deeper than just doing this girl I'm with a solid. Like marriage is deeper than that. Just do it for her. No. Fuck. Trying to bully a motherfucker into marrying a bitch. Why would you even Sarah, let's say you did convince him. How do you think that's gonna make her feel that another woman convinced him to marry her when she couldn't? Or why would a woman even want to have to beg a man to marry her? Not to say that she has. Like it's pathetic. If a woman was willing to have kids out of wedlock with a man and she's still with him, that's on her. If marriage was a non-negotiable, she wouldn't have pushed out a baby for him. So let them have a life.
Pretty sure she does want to get married.
And you don't want to do that for her quite yet?
It's not even that. Like,
Will you ever be married?
I don't know.
Oh.
That's the thing. Like,
Will she stay if she's
The thing about it is, when you become super successful and you've already been in situations, the game of getting married is going to change because you're thinking about if that person is there for the right reasons. And if we really look outside of the whole contractual part of it, the only people that's going to know y'all married is going to be y'all two and your family. And if you're under God, that's really going to be the only thing. Once you bring the government into it, now you can make it a little bit messy. There are some cultures that they don't have to go to the courthouse and get married. They get married as just a holy union.
I don't know. Let's see. Let's do a little research. Yeah, Anita act completely different when she on the live stream with somebody else. She play this fake, traditional, soft-spoken, feminine woman when she's on live streams. Let me pull it up.
Measuring him against other men.
Imagine moving through life with more soft.
She's still alive. Maybe she is.
Is he talking in the context of dating? Is he talking in the context of the workplace? Is he talking in the context of maybe the spiritual aspect of it as well? Where is he looking that he is assuming that Black men aren't getting the respect he thinks we deserve?
Yeah, I would love I mean, don't get me wrong. There are spaces online where, you know, Black women are not respectful to Black men, right? There's a whole community on TikTok of women that make these god awful videos talking about Black men. So I have no doubt that what he's saying is true. But like you just said, it's just like when women say to me, oh, these awful Black men, and I don't have that experience. So I keep my mouth closed because that's not my experience. I have good experiences with Black men. So I'm not.
Do you think that's just because of the internet space? And I'm going to try to give a better example. So when I'm out in the world,
Mhm.
if you go to the mall, the airport, I see regular people with regular people all the time.
Yep.
But in the internet space, people have this kind of, oh no, I want this person who's this tall and makes this much money. But in their life, when they're around, you don't see them with this kind of person. So so I'm not on TikTok. I don't have a Twitter.
Yeah, it's a way to pretend you're high value on the internet. I only deal with this, and you got to be this, this, and this, even though they never dealt with that their whole lives. But it's a way to project onto the internet that I'm high value and I'm the shit, and you got to be a shit to ever have a chance with me because I'm that bitch. Yada yada yada. I'm her. Capital H dot capital E dot R dot and all that shit. Yeah, motherfuckers be capping on the internet. We know this. But yeah, it's not just the internet where Black women are treating Black men like shit. I can tell you firsthand. I've been treated like shit by Black women my whole life. And that's the experience I hear from other Black men. And they still deal with it. I don't know why. Low self-esteem, I guess.
Twitter account
Yeah.
because I know how toxic those things can be. But
Yeah.
I've heard the Twitch community, because I have nephews who do a lot of gaming online, can be just as toxic as well.
Yep. And I've been saying that those of us who live most of our life, so I tell people 97% of my life is lived out here. 3% of my life is online.
Yeah.
I'm not online every day. I'm not on social media for hours. On my phone allows 1 hour of all of my social media apps. And when that hour is done, it shuts down.
Oh, wow.
Like
Okay.
that's how serious I am about this is my life. Out here is my life. And I really encourage for other people to do that as well.
So there's a self-selection going on. I think you select where you want to be, and also there's this kind of thing of, you know, getting back what you put out. So
I'm gonna tell you this right now, and nothing against this sister, but I'm not going to no doctor with zebra shirts and pink hair, cotton candy hair and zebra shirts. Flat out. Is it judgmental? Sure. Probably accurate to stay away. It'd be a good idea to stay away. Is that probably accurate? Absolutely. Abso-fucking-lutely.
So
Right.
I would encourage them to step into other spaces because, like you said, I do not man bash. I do not, you know, I've never, and I don't get disrespected by men, and I don't hang with women that are disrespecting men. You know, there's a mindset.
I hope this camera will keep going.
No, we're gonna
This is not true. This is not, doesn't even make sense.
What's got you blocked?
Chance in hell, Brett. Zero. You've already made up your mind. Absolutely.
Yeah, they must got you blocked, T. Orlando. Blocked in advance. The daughter must have told on you, and she blocked you in advance.
mindset to these things. And I think the silent minority is online because that's where they can make noise. That's where, you know, most of what was that term, internet gangsters, you know, you're doing it behind the keyboard, but
hardcore with their keyboard.
Right. But you know, in the streets, you would never say that to another grown man, or you would never act like that or be that disrespectful to a woman, you know.
Right.
But you will online because there's this you know, psychological anonymity where you can, you know, be your so-called shadow selves whenever you want for your own ego gratification, right?
So yeah, the feminist just came out. So you see how she didn't use the example of you scared to address women like that in person, because black women always want to paint it like black men are scared of them and they'll beat our ass. She could have easily used the excuse of you would never disrespect black men like that in public, but she wouldn't say that because that wouldn't make sense, because we all like actually see black women disrespecting black men in public. But did you see how she postured? Like, yeah, black women, yeah, you would never say that to our face, niggas. She said it without saying it. You know better, nigga. Did you check? Did you peep that? I love how they think they're tough.
Right.
Right.
So sometimes it's something kind of missing in us when we do these things, you know, the lashing out, and you know, I give grace as well. I love the word grace. So not in those instances, but if you have a pattern of being around people who are disrespecting men, you got to self-select out of that environment, because there's a whole world of women that love men, you know, and don't man bash and don't, you know. And I don't like that word. What is that word? Try hard. I've heard that before. I don't really subscribe to that, because it's just people being good people. Why can't I just be
Ma'am, I don't think you're a good person. Okay, let me not say that. I'm just being funny. All right. I'm a quarter serious, but I'm just being funny. But when I think about a woman with leopard print shirts and cotton candy hair, the chances that this woman is a good person is slim to none. Now, I'm not saying she's a bad person. I don't know her. I can't say that. But if I wanted to make a chill $100 bet, I'm betting on red.
a good person and attract good people?
Right.
So,
I hear the term "pick me" all the time, and
oh, is that it? Okay. Look, I don't know. I don't. Maybe living with good people.
Who doesn't want to be picked?
Right.
That never made sense to me. I'm like, well, if you apply for a job, there are literally hundreds of other people applying. You want to be picked. You want to have a relationship. That's why you're calling these people. That's why you're doing what you're doing. Why are we pretending that that's not the end goal we want? So just no, if that's what's going on. But to what Keem was saying, some of it is kind of the environment you're putting yourself in as well.
Right.
Like, why are you hanging out with this type of person, or who might be negative, or maybe is violent, or what have you? Why are you in these spaces? You can choose to leave.
All right, that's enough of that. Let's do a little more of this.
Never married?
She ain't going nowhere.
If she told you I need to be married or I'm leaving,
Why would you put me in that position?
but would you choose to get married?
See, and then that's when
coerce.
I would feel more like, wait, what? You giving me a ultimatum? This ain't Netflix.
But okay, but what if
Oh my
God. Okay, let's say
you can't handle me like that.
So
you can't bully me into a situation
so what if
that
she
I'm
were
not.
to say, what if she were to say, baby, I love you. I'm never going anywhere.
Yeah.
I would feel more respected both in this relationship
That's manipulation. That's manipulation. You gave them babies out of wedlock. So at this point, even if that's true, look, you don't deserve to be. I ain't gonna say you don't deserve to be respected, but look, there is no reason to marry. Let's do a little research. Let's do a little research. Let's see. Yeah, this isn't wife material. Within seconds, this isn't wife material. I didn't even scroll down yet. Just off this main picture. I wouldn't wife her either. I wouldn't date her. Yeah, he doing the right thing. Yeah, he definitely doing the right thing. Hold on. Let's scroll down. Okay. Let's see what we got. What the heck? Oh, let's see.
I'm the third one, and this is his sixth child. Someone said, "Ooh, right? Couldn't have been me." All right, till a rich nigga put that pressure on you. Keep it real. I could never be with nobody. Okay, until $100 million nigga start putting the pressure on you.
She's just saying right there that she's a gold digger. Pressure on you and you gonna do it. Yeah, she would definitely divorce him and take half his shit. He is definitely doing the right thing. I wouldn't even fuck with a bitch like this. So I mean, he a clown for even fucking with bitches like this. But yeah, she just told on herself. She just explained to us why she ain't gonna get married. Okay, Armada. Armada says we might have a contender. He says at some point you got to be willing to make a deal as a man. Of course, it's manipulation, but communication is manipulation. The thing you're looking for is respect and honesty and honestly intent. Okay, I think I'm with you, Armadas. I think I'm with you. But yeah, this is trash. Yeah. This is somewhat cute trash. And I don't know what else to say. Half naked baby picture. Well, it's a clown for a clown. She's a clown and Cam's a clown, so they're perfect for each other. My woman is not taking naked pregnancy pictures. It's fucking disgusting. Not that she's like pregnant, but just like, then look at her trashy tattoo on her thigh. Like, this is trash. You don't marry trash. You don't impregnate trash, but he don't care. He rich, $100 million nigga. It is what it is. Man, these athletes are pathetic. They'll do anything if a bitch kind of cute. These niggas have no game about themselves whatsoever. I'm not going to put all the athletes in that box, but it seemed like most athletes is just pathetic simps that'll do anything and wife up or impregnate any bitch who look kind of cute and got a fat ass. Damn, these niggas need to find a red pill. Look, honestly, real shit. I would respect it if this nigga fucked with a peg leg eye patch bitch who with a good heart. That's more respectable than wifing, or not wifing. That's more respectable than impregnating a bitch like this or fucking with a bitch like this. And he acting like he love her. That says a lot about a man. You can tell a lot about a man about what woman he loves. Now, some dudes get caught in the trap. I married the bitch. She's a bitch now. She was cool kind of in the beginning. Now we married with kids and she's a demonic bitch. I get that. But this ain't that situation. Yeah, the most gorgeous mother, MUVA, the most gorgeous mother. This is trash. You're absolutely glowing. Oh my God, I love this. So happy, stunning. I mean, yeah, just trash, validating trash. Nothing to see here. I mean, they're still children of God. I don't hate them, but this is bullshit. And we got to call it out. I think we're doing God's work by calling out demonic bullshit. Nobody wants to be here. Oh God, what is she talking about?
Besties, Happy New Year. I need to vent real quick. Tell me if it's just me, but I can't stand when a motherfucker gonna say, I know I'm hard to deal with. Then ease up! Ease up on the bitch! I know I ain't the easiest person to deal with. Then stop making it hard! Make it easy. If you know that, what's the point of saying you know that you are hard to deal with and you ain't easy if you not finna make it easy? Ease up! Damn! Ease up on the bitch! I know it's a lot to deal with somebody like me. Nigga, lessen the load then! Lessen the load! Damn! Besties, Happy New Year. I need to vent.
Imagine this being your everything. Imagine this being your everything. Loud and cussing on the internet. This the mother of your children. She I guess she kind of cute. But if you're gonna put up with this, which I'm not condoning it based on looks, but at least let the bitch be bad, to where I'm like, I still wouldn't condone it, but you could at least be like, I could kind of see why he considered it, maybe a little bit, but nah, man, nah. So what did she say? The nigga say, I know I'm hard to deal with. Look, ain't shit bitches fuck with ain't shit niggas. She basically said in the other stand up, I'm with him because he $100 million nigga. That's why I decided to fuck with him. And motherfuckers talking about, why don't you just marry her? And this shit is on a public platform. She got all this shit posted on the Instagram. Men know why he won't marry her. This how she dressed up in 2020 as the Baps bitch, as Halle Berry and Baps. Can't make this shit up, folks. You literally can't make this shit up. But they both clowns. They belong with each other. Still trying to get sexual attention online with your baby fucking stroller in the picture. It's disgusting. But let's just move on. So keep all that in mind as we listen to this. Shit is crazy. Oh, y'all playing me. We got 13 people watching, only 4 likes. Can we get the likes up? Can we get the likes up? If y'all want me to stay on 2 hours, I'm looking to meet a $15 live stream goal. Nothing has been met. Cash App and PayPal at the top of the chat. Or super chat, super sticker. That's the dollar symbol on the right of the chat box. And yeah.
Okay, let's say let's put it
you
this
can't
way.
handle me like that.
So let
You can't bully me into a situation
So what
that
if she
I'm
were
not.
to say, what if she were to say, baby, I love you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm never going anywhere.
Yeah.
I would feel more respected both in this relationship and publicly if we were married. Nothing.
It's not about public. She don't care about her image publicly. She doesn't mind completely embarrassing herself publicly. And it's funny because she did that joke about 100 million nigga put that pressure on me. is telling on herself, but I'm sure if Cam, hey, what you mean by that? Oh, it was just a joke, baby. I'm a comedian. Don't you know about jokes? It was a joke. That wasn't no fucking joke. That was some real shit. She doesn't care about a public image. She just want to be able to show the ring off on Instagram. She don't give a fuck about the institution of marriage. Did the tramp we just looked at seem like she cared about the sanctity and sacredness of marriage? No. She want to show off on Instagram and be able to stun on the other baby mamas. I'm that bitch. I'm the one he married, bitch. Bitch. I'm the one he married. That's all she want to do.
Nothing is going to change. It is just a formality. Whatever document you want to sign, maybe if prenups expire, we can write in the section where it renews automatically. Can we please go to the courthouse and get married?
I think if that would be her response, that would be something that I would consider. I've already
No. I'm an alpha.
Beta!
No, because I tell you why.
Beta!
It's a sign of being a beta male.
I didn't know that. Beta!
Go to the courthouse and get married.
I think if that would be her response, that would be something that I would consider. I've already considered it. Like, you're talking to an individual that I'm not a fool.
Right.
See, and it's going to have to be based on the timeline of the guy. Ma'am, if you're going to stay, you're going to stay. I'm going to just give a little background on my marriage. When I was in my 20s, I was against it. I didn't want to be married on paper or whatnot, but I had something click inside of me to where it's like, man, me and my woman been together for a long time. If I die, I want to make sure everything that I have lined and in place can actually be handled by her. But was she leaving? No. Regardless whether I was married in the courthouse or not, she wasn't going anywhere. So I still understand that reasoning behind things, to where if you're going into it as a woman, of course you should still want some form of marriage or whatnot. But if you're willing to stay, you gonna stay most likely, just being honest.
Every woman wants to go down the aisle and do all the, antics of that. But I'm like, bro, are you going anywhere, yes or no?
No.
Probably not.
I ain't going nowhere either.
But maybe that's the problem. Maybe the problem, and for a lot of men, not just you, a lot of men operate in a space of like reward and consequence. We all do. It's not even men. We all operate from reward and consequence. My man, who was outside, okay, all caps, like you back in the day, outside, had access to everybody.
Damn.
If I would have allowed him to, for the 2 years that he was my friend, he could have made me into a situationship. I'm not doing that. And I told him, if this is what you want, then come and get me for real. If not, just be my friend. I love you. Nothing's going to change. I'm never going to leave your life as your friend. As your friend.
So y'all wasn't.
Seemed like that man had a hole on her.
Knocking boots.
No, I don't sleep with my friends. I told you that on your podcast.
So when you gave him the goods?
I'm excited to tell this story, but I can't tell it yet. At least not on a podcast. But it's definitely a story.
It's not giving the truth there.
No, not on this podcast. It's got to wait. I'm going to tell you after we're done recording. How about
that's
that?
The thing. Like, that's the difference between my situation and everybody. I'm saying it because I think people need to hear it. And I think people will be moved by the actual story, and then we'll find out what to take from it.
For sure.
See, a lot of people look at me and be like, bro, you off the chain. But I'm just telling you what it is.
Okay, I'm going to tell you. Because by the time this airs, and y'all just plug your ears, don't listen, don't pay no attention, okay? Because my team don't even know, and we're about to make the announcement. But by the time
Why is it so secretive about when y'all started effing?
this airs, which will be after February 15th, because that's our wedding day, we've been married. We've been married, and we didn't wait. We got married, and then we slept together. So technically,
I think the just got a lot of fucking audacity.
Well, thanks for tuning into today's episode.
So I don't know what she said up to this point. I watched this a couple days ago or something. So dude was a player. He's a rich player. He was a rich player. He's a decent looking guy. A tall, handsome, rich player. And he had a connection with Sarah. Now, I mean, look, she might be a cool woman off the internet. On the internet, she's not a cool woman. But she might be all right, or whatever. They have a connection. I can't knock them for that. I think she said they never had sex before. I'll take her word for it. Right? Especially now that we just heard that. He essentially waited until marriage. She definitely bullied him and manipulated him into marriage. He married the bitch just to get the box. When he was swimming in it, he was swimming in women for years. But Sarah was so special, he had to just delete his player catalog or his player decks, Rolodex, whatever the fuck. Because Sarah was so special and she wasn't gonna give it up until he married her. That is the oldest trick in the book. Born again virgin until you marry me. I don't know what to say. He's too old to still be believing in the fairy tale.
And it wasn't even that wasn't even the plan.
Wow.
Some people dropping stuff. That was not even the plan at all. That wasn't the plan.
So y'all are legally married.
We're legally married.
And then y'all just having a wedding.
Our wedding is February 15th.
That's dope. Like right after Valentine's Day?
Yeah, day after. So for me, I gave him the goods. And it wasn't like you have to marry me in order for us to cross the line. No, it wasn't that. It wasn't that. You know what it was?
She just said that what she required. I think she wanted to make sure that they were going to get married first, but that's what it sounds like.
What it was. I was dating another man. I was dating two people. He was outside. And I don't sleep with nobody, right? I'm getting to know people. When I say dating, I'm getting to know people.
So what happened to the other dude?
I let him go because I told this dude.
You changed your number?
No.
He still got access to you?
No. Mm-mm. He don't have no access.
So if you still got the same number, he still got access to you?
No, he doesn't.
Was that possible? Is he blocked? I mean, if he's blocked, just say he's blocked. If you got the same number, then he still got access to you. Exactly. And all these social media, personality. I mean, he got access to your Instagram. Is he blocked on Instagram? Is he blocked on? Is his phone number blocked on your phone? So you was wasting a dude's time, and you really had your eye on this guy that you married, but he was playing games. But she said she wasn't sleeping with nobody, but still. I don't know. We just got to take her word for it. That everything was on the up and up. But he definitely still got access.
You changed your number?
No.
He still got access to you?
No. Mm-mm. He don't have no access.
So if you still got the same number, he still got access to you?
No, he doesn't. He can't text me. There's no Instagram. There's no nothing. This is the thing.
Does he know? Does your husband know?
He knows everything. There ain't no secrets between. There's never been a secret.
He know your body count?
Of course he knows my body count. My body count isn't high.
It don't matter if it was high.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. If it's more than 3, Sarah, it is high. Yeah. If it's more than 3, Sarah, it is high. No secrets, huh? Look, I hope y'all work out. But he already said on the other podcast that if she ever gained weight, he gonna get a divorce. And I think she pretty much said if he lost his money and didn't get it back, they would get a divorce. I don't know if she actually said that, but I know that's what's true. Because I'm pretty sure he's a millionaire. And if he ever fall off and couldn't get back on his feet, she ain't staying. So it's a shallow marriage.
Ain't no secrets between. There's never been a
He
secret.
know your body count?
Of course he knows my body count. My body count isn't high.
It don't matter if it was high.
Yeah, no.
But see, when I ask certain questions
everything.
where it's like, yo, like we gonna keep it a buck, we gonna keep it a buck. Why people made me the villain or made me the person that's like, oh, he insecure. Why are you asking a woman
He knows
about
everything.
her? That's cool.
The thing about it is, I actually want to say that I'm actually shocked. See, sometimes women will put some guys through tests and trials when you let other guys test drive it and do the most to it. You know, you let other guys spread you with, I can't believe it's not butter. And then the new guy who you want to take this higher place in your life, you put the standards of him having to wait until marriage. Now, she said that he didn't have to wait. I don't know for sure, but it sounds like he had to wait till marriage.
I know everything. I had one of his little girls come cry to me at a party talking about, why doesn't he? This is why we were just friends. Because everybody always thought we need to be together. So look, I say all this to say, with this man, I was dating somebody else. I told him, this man is marriage minded. I'm not going to be with someone.
Has he ever been married before?
No, he hasn't. And he doesn't have any children.
I feel like you bullied him into marriage.
I did not.
Oh, snap.
That's a fair assessment. That's a fair assessment. But all I said was, I'm not letting go of what I could be happy over here. I can be
with the other dude.
Yes, I could be.
So you was happy with him?
Yeah, he's a good guy.
No.
He was a great guy.
No, the one you're with now always had a hole on you. That's what I said earlier on. He always had a hole because you said you're waiting over here. The guys that you dealt with, they should feel disrespected right now if they happen to watch this, because now.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, she's not a bad looking woman. You already know it's some guy from her past. This is a woman in her 30s, pushing 40. You know it's a couple dudes from the past who could hit her up if they said, okay, I got my stuff together, I'm cutting all the other women off to be with you. Yeah, that's to be expected at these advanced ages. Marrying a woman over 30-ish who's an online personality, that's diabolical work. You setting yourself up for a L.
They should feel disrespected right now if they happen to watch this, because now it unfolds that this guy was always the one in the background who really had your heart while you were with them, and you were always waiting until he was ready to actually be the one to step into place. This is crazy. This is why a lot of the times the whole who had your woman before you had her matters, because that person possibly really has her soul and you're just there for the moment.
He don't got any connection with you, right?
No, he does not.
Is that because of your choice or because of y'all's understanding?
He wouldn't have to ask me. I respect him enough to release that, because that man was talking about marriage. And
why didn't you choose him?
To be honest, how this turned into your show. The reason why I didn't choose him is because it's like, you know, the people that you meet and it's like, oh, this is so fun, but you don't know them well enough. Like, we didn't go to a point of, yeah, we can have all the conversations, but we hadn't had the experiences. Me and Brock have been through it as friends. He's shown up for me as a friend. I've shown up for him as a friend. I know when he's mad. I know when he's not mad. I know what he'll do to try to flip me into a better mood. Like, I know he's reliable. He's funny. He's one of the funniest men you'll ever meet, but you wouldn't know that just looking at him because he's so laid back. But when he gets to talking, this man is literally like, he's just hilarious and he's fun and I love him. And that's what
it sounds like you wanted him to just have his whole phase. I guess if guys have that, getting it out of his system, it seems like you was going to let him go ahead and do what he needed to do. And then you still was going to wait around for him to come around. See, now what's the difference from when you actually with a guy and then he's actually possibly dibbling and dabbling? I understand it could be more risk involved, but it sounds like the exact same thing because you was always still waiting and willing to still rekindle it.
I'm saying. This is why he's new.
Side?
Yes. As his wife, I have seen his dark side.
In 6 months?
I've known him for 3 years. He was my best friend.
The child wasn't knocking boots, though.
I've seen his dark side.
Ooh, that's good.
Does it get darker? Maybe, but I'm built for it. I'm built for it. But look, this is my whole point, okay? Because we're about to make it about me. My point is, if your woman said that I feel, and y'all better not say nothing to nobody, okay?
Does it matter? Women sometimes will make things more exciting in their minds than to the public. It wasn't given. Just be honest. It is what it is. Like, I mean, it's your relationship, y'all timeline on dates. It's not going to hit the same for everybody else as it does for you. I understand it feels exciting, but it's not going to hit for everybody else. It's really more your excitement.
Period.
Exclamation point.
If your woman said, I would feel so much more respected, and I know what other people think doesn't matter. Ultimately, what matters most
You're
is
contradicting yourself.
no, this is what I'm telling you. I'm saying if I were her and I said, I know what other people don't think, but I would feel more respected by you if we were married.
I tell you this, baby, you the peak. It don't get higher than you.
I feel that.
But I still have responsibilities.
Do you have to let go of those responsibilities?
I would never you can't do that.
Can't you do both? That's what I'm saying.
That's my baggage.
So why can't you be married with baggage?
No. See, I'm answering your question when you gave me the scenario. If she comes to you and say, I will feel more respected, my first question will be, by who? She would say, by me. I'm giving the confirmation that there's nobody higher than you.
And why are you here without the standard prior to that? You already joined into the situation that's going on, and you didn't ask for me to do to have these standards in the very beginning. Why are you now trying to coerce me to say we need to go ahead and get married on paper? See, here's the thing about it. We were way back in the day. There is no contractual agreement with the government. This is why they had to actually probably put these things in place to make sure that the guy did stay around. But when it comes down to what unions you had, it was more family based. And that's the way how the unit actually moved. It wasn't going to be just with the state. Oh, if something F up, oh, now you got to pay all these fines and lawyer fees. No, it wasn't like that.
You're a peak. Tip of the spear.
Right. So what if she says...
it ain't going higher than that.
But what I'm saying is that's how you feel, and that's okay. And I understand how you feel. And I know how you feel because we've talked about it. And also, this is how I feel. I would feel like the peak if I were actually married.
That's cool. Well,
Little,
What do they think I've been doing?
Testing my patience. And this is what I do. I'm a dating show, and you have to be on the dating app if you want the woman to reach out to you.
Roger that.
Okay, bye, Duka.
All right.
Year 6 is testing my patience. Year 6 is testing my patience. And I have to say, this is the first year in which, I mean, this has been back-to-back men. This has been back-to-back men. If you've been watching the shows for this weekend, I've been getting back-to-back men with this type of energy. And one thing he did say, and I will add this to it, because I said women are choosing peace over penis, but it is fair. There are men choosing peace over PUSSY.
Right. See, here's the difference, Kendra. You old washed up broads have to choose peace over penis because look, you're just not relationship material. Let's start. I mean, we can start there. So, let's go back. These women have been picking pookies and players and perpetrators, pookies, players, and perpetrators since they were 15 years old. And God gave them plenty of opportunities to learn the lesson and say, let me just pick me one of these corny good dudes and marry them and live happily ever after. Here's the thing. This is what it boils down to. Women aren't. What the hell did I name this stream? Hold up. I'm about to say it. I'm about to say it. Forgot what I named this stream. Oh, should women choose peace? Oh, I'm talking about it now. All right, great. So here's the thing. Women aren't attracted to the good husband type. They wait till they're like 50 plus to be like, all right, I'll take the regular Joe who don't look like a supermodel, who ain't 6 foot plus, who don't make 250K. I'll take them now at 55, at 52, at 53. Now, an older woman I know named Shirley, as y'all heard about before, she on that now. We was talking about a time period when she went on a dating app like 10 years ago. Well, it wasn't 10 years ago. It might have been, let's just say 5 years ago. Shirley was talking about how she was on a dating app in her 40s. And she said, oh, I still was immature then. I still was trying to pick tall, handsome dudes or dudes who look like they had some money. But now, if I got back on there now, hypothetically, I'll just pick a regular good dude. Now, okay, oh, great. Now that you're 52, oh, okay, now you'll take the good dude. And let's be clear, even if she went on there and picked a good dude, she don't really want him. She'll take him as a means to an end, just somebody to help cut the grass, just like for practical reasons. But she still don't want him now, but she'll take him now. So, and I said this recently. Look, pretty much every woman that can get a husband within reason. Like once they start getting like super fucked up with 6 kids by 6 different baby daddies, blowed out, bad attitude, then it start getting sketchy. So let's just, you know what? I'll just stick to Kendra and women like Kendra. Kendra can get married whenever she wants to, in a sense. Women like Kendra, women like Shirley, women like the women in my family, they could technically get married. It's not gonna be to a guy they actually want to be married to, but they can get married. So when women like Kendra are single for life, which it's looking like that's gonna be the case, because there's been numerous times over this past 12 months since she's been single or however long it's been, where she went on shows and said, I'm dating. I got millionaire options. I remember one, this was cringe. I remember one Kendra episode. She literally was talking about, I literally have millionaire options that are trying to get with me. And I'm like, okay, Kendra, we'll pick one then. If you got great millionaire options trying to holler at you and get with you, choose one and get in a relationship. Like, you can't do it. So, because you don't want them. Because if they wanted to marry you and you wanted to marry them, y'all would get married. So it's millionaire dudes you don't want. Because Kendra Norm is messing with millionaires. So just being a millionaire is that's just the entry fee to the club. Her being attracted to you and you being a millionaire is just the entry fee to her club. So basically, Mr. 0.1, you got to be Mr. 0.1 before you even get in the door. So back to what I was saying. There's somebody in their inbox who'll marry Kendra within 6 months to a year. But as she said plenty of times, I don't want to be married to just say I'm married. And then she gonna want somebody who's okay with her being busy 24/7 and not cheat and all that. It's not gonna fucking happen. And I think Kendra officially realized that now. The guy that she would be interested in marrying, he's not gonna be able to put up with all the shit he has to put up with to be with Kendra G. The public embarrassment, her working all the time, her talking shit on the internet, her making you look bad at your work meeting or whatever, at your business meeting, and she talking about, hey y'all want to see me do the Cabbage Patch? Like, no. Like no high value man want to deal with that. So There was a point to what I was gonna say. Oh, the whole I'm choosing peace over penis. No, let me reword that. You're choosing peace over having to settle for somebody other than Mr. 0.01 black man. Well, let's be honest. Mr. 0.01% black man doesn't want Kendra G. He want her, maybe date her, side piece her, roster her, maybe. And even then, it's like, bro, step your standards up. But exactly, Divine Photos. No man wants to see his middle-aged woman dancing on IG like a fool. Exactly. So, matter of fact, let's just pull this up. Let's pull it up. Fuck it. Let's see if I can pull something up real quick. That's kind of a bad picture of Trail. But anyway, all right. Where's one of her ridiculous? Here we go. See if I can find one of these ridiculous fucking videos. Was this recent? I think that was recent. She is so vain and superficial. I mean, yeah, this is a 46-year-old woman. Like, do you want your wife out here like this? This woman is half a century. I mean, I'm not saying you can't have fun, but this is embarrassing a little bit. I mean, ma'am, are you on drugs? Like, no high value man wants this to be his wife. I mean, if we was just like, if it was just late night if we was having a cool little kickback at the mansion with a few of our friends and you'd have had a few drinks, this is fine. You know what I mean? But all in public and stadiums and shit, dancing with mascots, this is absurd. Like, like let's just go to this real quick. She says she's choosing peace over penis. AKA the men I want don't want me. She's in that AD loop of misery. Women are choosing their peace over problems. Peace over problems. Okay. Peace over problems or peace over pain or peace over drama. That's AKA the AD loop of misery.
They get stuck in this endless trap of all the men I want don't want me, and or are already married, or the men who want me, I don't want them. So they end up like stuck in the middle.
She's stuck in the middle for life. So now she got to say, I am the man of my dreams. She got to come up with stupid catchphrases like that. I am the man of my dreams. But you know what's sad? Let's talk about something that's sad. Let's talk about
A lot of you are.
Let's talk about something that's sad. If I can find her again. The fuck is she? Okay, let's talk about something that's sad. Hey, let's start here. Kendra doesn't want to be embarrassed in public. She doesn't want to feel embarrassed by the guy she picked. There's a guy that worked at the furniture store down the street who she actually could be compatible with just on a like on an interpersonal level. Like forget the glamour, the glitz, the show, how much money she got, how big her boobs are. Put all that aside. There's a manager at the furniture store down the street who they would really have some chemistry together. They would really click. They would have things in common. You don't gotta marry him, Kendra. You don't gotta marry him. It's fine. Well, but okay, and then she doesn't want to feel embarrassed when she go to the BET Awards. Oh, what does your husband do? Oh, he's the manager at the furniture store. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing for her. But but okay, here's a way around that. She could say, he helps me. Well, that kind of still sounds bad too. But she could give him some fake title. He he's my business manager. He's my business manager for the company. I mean, just some fake fluff shit that ain't really true, but and they could rehearse some business manager lines or something. It's an easy fix. Like, but let's go deeper. I'm choosing peace over pain. Let's go a little darker. Hold on, let me see what the comments are saying. Kendra could have been had a man facts. What is the first thing Kendra says when women with a man dunk on her? She talks about money and her clout. I can buy and sell your man, girly. He's not worth shit. Yep. That's a fact. I could buy and sell your man. Anyway, so let's go darker. Well, I already said it. Kendra's not relationship material. So that's really the first place we got to start. Forget even if she did go down to the furniture store, or even if Mr. 0.01% did come along. She doesn't know how to stay in a relationship with one man to save her fucking life. She doesn't. I don't believe she has the ability to pair bond at this point. I mean, she seemed like she really liked the African scammer. She seemed like she was really into him. I ain't gonna front. A part of me kind of feels sorry for Kendra, just a small part. I know she's a bad person, but a part of me do feel sorry for her. Here's the thing. It just wouldn't be fair to a man. I mean, she's busy all the time. It wouldn't be fair that he get embarrassed all the time. It wouldn't be fair that he don't barely get to see her. He trying to get some pussy on his night off, and I got to do a live. I got to go live. Fuck that live. He can't get kids out of her. Get in a serious relationship with Kendra G for what? Other than to use her. And that's what the African scammer did, unfortunately. No, you right. You right, D-Name. You right. But if she was a real ass bitch, she would just go find the manager at the furniture store and retire him. But still, I mean, she's just not. Yeah, she's masculine. I just don't think any man of any stature would enjoy the day to day of being in a relationship with Kendra G. Honestly. So even the dude gonna say, "Fuck it, you retired me, but fuck it, I'm going back to the furniture store, so I don't gotta deal with your fucking mouth. I'll just go back to the furniture store. Fuck it." And she was giving him a $10,000 a week allowance. He's still like, "Fuck it, now I'm going to keep your 10K. I'm going back to the furniture store." No, you right. You right, D-Name. And what piece? They're crying online daily. No, you right. It's all cap. It's all cap. Like, oh man, stupid wigs and shit. So anyway, this is one thing I was gonna say. Like I said, most women could get married. The women who don't ever get married are the women who like, look, I'd rather just be alone if I can't get, you know, Mr. Point Five. Like I'd rather just ride it out alone than not get Mr. Point Five. And that's sad. But that's why a lot of these women are single. Because they can't get over their own ego. And if you can't get over your own ego, you wouldn't be good for anybody anyway. So I guess that's God blocking your blessing. Your ego is blocking your blessing, or God's blocking it. Somebody's blocking it. I think it's your ego is blocking it. I actually think Kendra was really hurt at the African scammer shit. I think she actually was in love with that dude. And you know what? Even though she's a horrible person, I ain't gonna say horrible, but even though she's not that great of a person, I do have empathy for her on that. But that situation cemented what Kendra G value really is, despite what she says it is, and despite how much money she make or how famous she gets. The fact that the best you can get at 40 something was a African scammer, that I think that says everything, we need to know. I mean, maybe Kendra. Okay, let's think positive. What would the best case scenario for Kendra? What's the best case scenario for her to actually try to turn things around? I'm gonna tell you, and this is gonna sound fucked up, but it's real. The best thing that can happen for Kendra G's dating life is for her to blow up to 350 pounds. Okay, let's start here. Blow up to 350 pounds. Get some guest hosts, or not even guest hosts. Get some replacement hosts for Kendra G singles, and you can run the business from the back. And maybe you can go to events here and there to get your money still, but just retire from the show. Gain 350 pounds and go actually try to learn how to be a decent human being to a man. And he's going to just be a regular Joe. But just forget about your money. Just go ahead and retire him. Don't get married so you don't got to worry about losing half your money. That's the best thing that can happen for Kendra G. First off, she needs to get knocked off her high horse. And her getting off the internet and getting off the show will help knock her off her high horse. And then the final blow to knocking her off her high horse would be her gaining 350 pounds. So she can't play this whole sex kitten shit no more. And then, and only then, maybe she can grow into a grown woman and learn how to be in a real relationship and love a man and put somebody else before her fucking narcissistic self. X says because of Kendra is just like her fan base, dick and looks over character and morals. That you end up to with the African scammer. Yeah, she can't give up her clout and empire, so that's never gonna happen. Yeah. But I hope I thoroughly debunked peace over penis.
One thing he did say, and I will add this to it, because I said women are choosing peace over penis, but it is fair. There are men choosing peace over PUSSY. People are starting to decide, I'm going to be happy single.
See, but it's a huge difference from when a man say it and from when a woman say it. What up, Craig? It's a big difference. Like, Kendra, you had a good man. You were about to get married to probably a good man, and you gave it up so you can go chase your career. And you've met good men along the way, and you chose wrong time after time after time after time again. So by the time a man is choosing peace over pussy, it's because bitches ain't shit. And by the time a woman is choosing peace over peen, it's because bitches ain't shit. Bars. Facts, Car. Facts.
Like, people are not, you can't, like, because what happens is people have learned how to make their own money, and it's like, listen, I already know how to pay the bills in this house, child. If I'm gonna go.
Kendra. I see, and they expose themselves when they talk about money. Oh, I don't need a man because I can pay my own bills. What kind of soulless piece of do you have to be to just completely reduce to having a man companion in your life to just bills? What about love, Kendra? What about companionship? What about having somebody to talk to, having somebody to be connected to, raising a family, a legacy, intimacy? Somebody to share your dreams with, your thoughts, your disappointments, somebody to grow old with. What about all that, Kendra? You being able to pay your own bills don't do anything for any of those areas. What about intimacy? So you never gonna have sex again? Because Kendra is claiming now that I don't have sex outside of a relationship. Okay, because you did it once and you got burned, and she did learn that lesson. I believe her. I believe her. She got played once having sex outside of a committed relationship, and she learned. She might have learned her lesson. I'll give it to her, even if I'm wrong. I'll give it to her. So, so what, Kendra? You're never gonna have sex again? Are we supposed to believe that? From 46 to 96, you just never gonna have sex again. She said something stupid one day, like, I don't care at 96, I'm still gonna be fine. Yeah, women really struggle with the idea of not being a hot piece of fuck meat anymore. To the point where they will just tell themselves that they'll just tell themselves that I'm gonna be fine forever. Women will get a head replacement. Like, listen to me. I think Madonna got one. Women will get a skull replacement if it means that they'll get a new head put on their neck if it meant being hot till they die. A woman would go through a soul transfer procedure if it meant being put in a young hot body for life. That's how deep the sickness runs. And here's the thing. Women having a lot of money, they only see that as a tool for independence. But let me break this down real quick. Let me see how I want to articulate this. Money for women is a hobby. When women make a lot of money, that's just a tool to use while I don't have a man. They don't see it as a life sustainer until they pass. Even when women get millions, they see it as like, okay, this is the tool I'll use to do what I want and not have to have a man around. So let me see if I can break it down like this. Money buys freedom from male authority for women. Say that again. Women just see women see money as a tool to avoid male authority, structure, and discipline. That's what money is to women. It's fuel for my shallow, superficial nature, and it's a tool to avoid male leadership, structure, discipline, and authority. I'm gonna say it one more time. And for men, money is a tool to take care of families and build shit. Now she's building too. I'm not. She's building shit. I ain't gonna take that away from her. But I'm talking about like in their personal lives, so like what men and women use money for in their personal lives. She was so happy back then. I feel sorry for her, real shit. Like I'm not even trying to be funny. I do feel a little bit sorry for her. I ain't gonna lie. But then, okay, let me stop feeling sorry for her because she can get a man tomorrow if she wanted one. If she would get off her high horse, she can get a man tomorrow. So let me stop feeling sorry for her because there's plenty of men out there who are great guys. I'm thinking of one right now who can't get a bitch to save his life. So I'm gonna save my empathy and sympathy for that, bro.
go on to the next woman. Like, men have been very vocal. Now, I will do that in 6 is testing my patience. Year 6 is testing my patience. And I have to say, this is the first year in which, I mean, this has been back-to-back men. This has been back-to-back men. If you've been watching the shows for this weekend, I've been getting back-to-back men with this type of energy. And one thing he did say, and I will add this to it, because I said women are choosing peace over penis, but it is fair. There are men choosing peace over PUSSY. People are starting to decide, I'm going to be happy single. Like, people are not, you can't, like, because what happens is people have learned how to make their own money, and it's like, listen, I already know how to pay the bills in this house, child. If I'm going to go in this house and it's going to be me and the dog, child, I will do that instead of you sucking the energy out of my life, right? And I think for many years, men have always been vocal that their peace was so important. Like, men say, I want a woman that's going to give me peace. And if she don't give me peace, I'm going to go on to the next woman. Like, men.
Gosh, y'all know what I'm about to say about that. Women don't bring peace. The best woman on the planet doesn't bring peace. That's the one thing that I feel comfortable saying 100%. I never say never or 100 or all. Look, this is the only area where I'm going to say all, even though I know it probably isn't all. Well, no, I'm sticking by it. All or none. No woman on the planet brings a man peace living in the house with him for 50 years. That's not a thing to me. Maybe I'm wrong. Cool. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I don't believe there's one woman on the planet living in a house with her for 50 years, having kids with her, the whole 9. The ups, the downs, all things considered, there's no woman that brings a man peace. You know why? Look, matter of fact, let me just put it like this. No human can bring another human peace. Men can bring women some peace to their chaotic mind, some peace. But no human can really bring you peace. Peace is silence. Peace is peace is inherently being alone. So yeah, no human could bring another human peace. You got to deal with their emotions, the problems that come about with them. Peace is literally being alone. That's my definition of peace.
Have been very vocal. Now we're witnessing women saying the same exact thing. So here is the deal. I will always stand on that we are better together, right? So
Are you fucking serious, ho? like his.
I mean, yeah, you could be alone and not have a peace of mind, but I'm saying, like, to me, the only chance at peace is you having a peace of mind and being alone. And being alone. If obviously if you're not in a sane state of mind or you're in a troubled state of mind, that's not peace. I get that. But I just mean in the context of humans bringing you peace, no. The only time you're gonna get peace is when you have a peace of mind and you're alone. What up, Lauren? What up, Lauren?
I do want to be cautious. I am a woman, so yes, I'm team women.
I'm a woman, so I'm team women. Fuck that team women shit. You a clown if you team man or team women. I'm not on a team. I try to call it down the middle. I mean, I try to call it down the middle. I'm not on a team. Being 46 talking about you team women, grow the fuck up. But anyway. She say, "Oh, I do believe we're better together." No, you don't. Because if you believe that, you would find a nice guy that work at Target and just retire him, and y'all would be better together. So you don't believe that. Yeah, Lauren.
Go on to the next woman. Like, men have been very vocal. Now we're witnessing women saying the same exact thing. So here is the deal. I will always stand on that we are better together, right? So
She's lying. She's lying. Most women don't want peace. They want a little excitement. They want a little challenge. They want a motherfucker who's gonna shake things up a bit. They don't want a quiet, demure man who's whatever. He's, what is it? Strong confidence, or quiet confidence, and he's stable, and he just go to work and come home and watch King of the Hill and drink his beer and is peaceful. Women don't fucking want that. Kendra is not peaceful. Kendra cannot be in a peaceful relationship because she's chaos. Kendra's life isn't peaceful inherently. Like, even if a peaceful man came in, like, he can't bring her peace. Cause she gonna be trying to fucking twerk and fucking, like I said, do the fucking do the fucking heel toe at 12 a.m. Like, so she's lying. She doesn't want peace. So peace over peen. You don't want peace, Chaos. Nothing about Kendra G says peace. You coming out fucking at talking panels, coming out with dancing with big glow sticks and shit. Stop it, lady.
I do want to be cautious. I am a woman, so yes, I'm team women, but there are plenty of great quality men out there, and I'm not going to X out men at all. But I've been saying this for a while. It's literally about 10% of men that can really get away with all the bullshit that has been going on for years, right? And this 10% represents, looks, money, access, swag. Like, that 10% of men really do kind of have it their way.
So why don't you get with one of the 90%? I mean, you're gonna talk down on 10%, but that's the 10%er you holding out for. Really, you holding out for 0.0001. But those are the same guys you trying to find one that act right. You trying to find the needle in the haystack of the top 10% man who gonna act right. So that's technically you want the exact man you shaming, except he don't cheat. That's the only one characteristic you don't want him to have. But you want him to have all the other characteristics you just named.
Represents, looks, money, access, swag. Like, that 10% of men really do kind of have it their way with women. But then there's another 90% that are having a difficult time. And yes, there's so much quantity, absolutely. But even Duka said it himself, he don't have a lot of quality. So he backtracked at one point, but he did get it out of his mouth. And that was the point I was trying to make. So this is an overall message. If you want a partner in life, go to therapy. Humble yourself a little bit.
Kendra, you need to go to therapy and humble yourself. Have you considered that? You're the most narcissistic person I've seen on the internet. Real shit. I'm trying to think, is anybody else up there who's more narcissistic than Kendra that I've ever even seen on TV or on the internet? I can't think anybody off the top of my head.
So this is an overall message. If you want a partner in life, go to therapy. Humble yourself a little bit and conform, because the mindset that men are thinking, like this ego that a lot of men have, at the end of
I think the just got a lot of fucking audacity.
Well, thanks for tuning into today's episode.
the day, you're still struggling. So maybe there's some type of, you got to conform in some way if you really want a woman. And if you don't want a woman, God bless you. Like, I ain't mad at you, right? But for back to back this whole weekend, I've been getting men that, in all honesty, need therapy. And that's just a fact. A man sat up here and told me he has nine kids by 4 women, and then said he will only date a woman with 9 kids if she was married to one man. Why would a woman who's married to nine kids that's married to one man then date a guy that was nothing like her?
Yeah, but Kendra, you got to realize you attract the goofies, the most goofies of goofies, because it's a goofy ass show. There's plenty of respectable men out there who would never fucking call or watch your show. So let's not act like, I mean, those guys do exist. And yeah, that guy that she's talking about is complete clown. But so I'm interested in what the one dude came in here and said earlier. He said at some point you got to make a deal. And I didn't quite know what he meant by that. I guess he just meant at some point you got to make a deal with a woman. No, fuck a deal. Woman conform to what your program is. Fuck making a deal. I mean, you do got to compromise to some extent. But when it comes to the big important shit, no.
Y'all, this is the problem. And this goes for women too. Y'all don't want to date yourselves. Y'all would not date the person in the mirror, and then you wonder why somebody ain't dating you.
Kendra. Would you date the male Kendra G? Would you date Kenny G? Would you date Kenny G? Not the actual Kenny G, but you know what I'm trying to say. The male Kendra G. Would you date him? No, you would think that nigga is cringe. Goofy dancing in public and just always talking about himself and yeah. Arguing with motherfuckers on the internet all day. No. You wouldn't date the male you, Kendra G.
Because when the person comes along that looks like you don't want them. Year 6 is exhausting. And that's that. I was supposed to go live on YouTube early. This whole day has changed. We got our show tonight in a few hours. I had no idea I was going to end up talking to Juka.
I can't imagine being in that big ass house in Beverly Hills alone. Like literally coming home alone. You got all this money, all this and that. And that's why she got to keep herself busy. That's why she got to keep herself busy. Like I said, I kind of feel sorry for her. Women like this have to stay busy 24/7 to keep themselves from deleting themselves.
The only reason she's even existing in the world is because one, she doesn't have the courage to kill herself, and two, people don't want to start problems and just throw her out of a room because she's useless to society. So that's the reason why they kind of just linger around for the next 30, 40 years. Like they really just linger. Like nobody really wants, nobody really cares about them. Unless they're just get horny for a little bit. And then as soon as the horniness is gone, the woman's off just lingering around. She just lingers, looking for any spare attention.
Here. All right, I'm out, y'all. Remember how others treat you is their karma, how you treat others is your karma. Be nice to people because God's watching. And remember, I'm a nice guy. I just play a-hole on the internet, and I've never done anything remotely wrong my entire life. Matter of fact, let's go to Rumble if this doesn't freeze on me completely. Let's go to Rumble. Still got another 20, 30 minutes in me, maybe. My Rumble link is. Hold on. Rumble link in the chat.
Are you
Rumble link
fucking
in the chat.
serious, ho? like, look, like his.
What up, Witchmaster?
woman
What
is
up?
nuts.
What up, Witchmaster? Haven't seen you in the chat, but glad you tapped in. But yeah, anybody who want to come watch me on Rumble, all you gotta do is click the link. You don't have to sign up to Rumble. All you gotta do is just click the link and watch. I just dropped the link in the chat. So yeah. Come fuck with me on Rumble. But look, remember, how others treat you is their karma. How you treat others is your karma. Be nice to people because God's watching. And remember, I'm a nice guy. I just play a-hole on the internet. And I've never done anything remotely wrong my entire life ever. And speaking of that, let me play that. I missed that meme.
I've never done anything remotely wrong in my life ever.
So yeah, keep your blood sugar and your blood pressure down to keep the Reaper from coming around. Make sure you get your yearly checkup so Satan don't catch up. RB Sensei out.